think it'll be. I think first of all there'll be a really good experience for our lads, you know, and they're technically really good. They're coached really well. Owen Franks leads it. Has been leading the pack massively. So I expect scrums to stay up. It'll be a really good contest, and both teams wanting to play off their scrum. But both teams they'll certainly have a crack at us. So I think it'll be a great test, and you know. They're probably they've had a few disruptions with a few things and with their locks, injuries and bereavements and stuff, and we've had one training together. So I suppose it'll be it's a good test for us, you know, in terms of putting all that together. Yeah, I mean, there's two things there, you know. Like we've watched them over the years, and one of the most successful rugby teams in the world for a long time, and that in itself is it's to find weaknesses is difficult, you know, but it's exciting as well because you learn stuff by looking at them too, and so that's the beauty of international rugby, is you're dealing with the best players, how they do things, the best coaches, and no matter what happens, you always learn something.
Greg, can you target the fact that they've got Jerome Kano in the second row?
Jerome's been around a long time, and he's covered lock. He's there a lot. They've got in the front row. They've got around 150 caps in there. Some big, strong men, and sometimes that can be a positive because it makes everyone focus on it more. And like I said, we've had one session together. So I mean, they've had the last 3 months working together. So I mean, we'll just wait and see, and we're certainly not going to take anything for granted. We've got a huge respect for them as not only as a team, but for a scrummaging and set piece team. So we're just going to get on with our stuff and try to do the best we can and play off our scrum.
Rory, do you think this All Blacks team is the best of all time?
Is the best of
all time?
Look, there's been some fantastic rugby teams. There's been some fantastic All Black teams. Obviously, statistically, when you look at what they've achieved over the last over 12 months, but certainly in the Rugby Championship, you know, they looked very, very strong. It's kind of hard, you know, when you're comparing back through teams over generations, but there is no doubt that this All Black team is an extremely talented team that know how to play rugby, but also know how to win games and know how to win games well. And when you look at the scorelines over the Rugby Championships, I think it sums up just how good they are. I think to compare them across the board, I've heard Sean Fitzpatrick's compared them. You know, he would be somebody that would know a lot more than I would about the All Black teams of old. And you know, if he's saying they're the best team that there's ever been, then they've got to be very close to it.
And how do you go about beating them?
Look, I think the important thing for us is that we look at them and we respect them and we respect everything they've done to date. But you know, we've got to also look at ourselves and look at how we can improve. You know, add upon the strong finish to Six Nations last year, the really good aspects of the tour in the summer. You know, there are things to improve on there. But you know, we are looking to build momentum. We're looking to continually improve. We've got guys back that missed that third test in South Africa. We've got some new faces in, and like I say, we got to respect them, but we can't go out and fear them. We got to go out and have our game plan, stick to it rigidly, and ultimately to beat the All Blacks. From what I've seen certainly over the Rugby Championship, is you got to minimise how many unforced errors you have. You can't. They're gonna create chances, but you can't then gift them chances on top of that.